The first field is the consultant name and ID. So here we have Brent Coles, consultant number 50 on line 1. And for the hostess name and party ID, we have Julie Coles. And the SKU that we're going to write down for this is going to be 50 dash and the date of the party, which is today, June 27th. If Brent is consultant number 50 and the party date is June 27th of 2011, then your party ID number should look like this. 50 represents the consultant number and the rest of the numbers represent the day of the party. If a consultant has more than one party in the same day, then the ID number will look like this. The naming convention for the party ID number will remain the same, except we will add a -1, a -2, or a -3 depending on how many parties there are in a day that a consultant has, as seen in the example above. Once you've figured out your party ID number, go ahead and fill out the next line, which is the customer name. And don't forget to put the date in as well. Have the customer read the release form, and if they decide that they would let us use their picture, have them check the I give permission, put on a date, and have them sign it. This release lets us use their pictures for training purposes and also to show examples in brochures, and also to demonstrate them at parties to show them what Frame Legacy can do. The second most important thing, other than getting the picture itself, is the description of the picture. For instance, question 1 says, what is important in this picture? Apparently his hair is. And also question 2 says, briefly describe the picture, which is a senior portrait from high school. The last question asks, are there any special requests like color or personalization, anything like that? For this example, the customer wants to keep the color of his shirt to show through, and that color of that shirt is purple. First thing you need is power, so make sure you have your scanner plugged in. Press the power button. Wait for that blinking light to stop. Press it again to change, and it changes it to orange, which switches the mode to 600 dpi. This is very important and very crucial. At the beginning of every new party, we recommend that you calibrate your scanner with this calibration card to ensure that the first photo you scan is going to be scanned at the best possible resolution and without any flaws as much as possible. If you start to see lines when viewing your photos, your scanner may need to be calibrated. To begin, place the photo on the top half of the paper form. Run it through the scanner together. You'll notice that the picture kind of slides a little bit when it's running through with the form. Once the scan is complete, the blinking light will blink a few times longer, and before you start on your next scan, make sure it stops. Now we want to scan the picture by itself without the form. Slide the size scale slider. Because the picture's small, I'm going to slide it to fit what my picture size is. Make sure it scans all the way through at 600 dpi. Scanning the photo by itself prevents the stretching issue that's caused when scanning with the form. If you are using a flatbed scanner, make sure you find where the corner arrow is, because that's where you're going to put the edge of your document. And on a flatbed, you're going to have to face everything down, like so. Go ahead and close the scanner and hit scan. After you're done, give the photo back to the customer immediately. Thank you. Thank you for watching, and remember, to be successful, you must surround yourself with inspiration.